Hello, guys. This is September 1st, another episode of daily recaps and teachings. So, all right, guys, this is today's Friday. By the time I upload the video, might be either Friday night or Saturday morning. But anyways, very stress-free day today. I mean, there was there was few 1A plus setup and few A setups and just few trades, and they really worked out nicely, right? And if you have watched my videos before, there is no way you should have not traded DELL today, because this A plus setup I have talked again and again and again. Why is it A plus long setup, right? So what? So let me go through the morning list first, and then we'll see. So as usual, we had our news reviews. I have all the tools. I use bunch of news services to go through the news in the morning. So we looked at everything: Newton X, MDB, Lulu, AVGO. We read about AVGO. Why was it down? Lululemon, MongoDB, DELL, Elastic, PD, and a bunch of others. Newton X. And we reviewed some more news sources: Lulu, AVGO, DELL, MDB, and Walgreens. So our watch list was ready. As you see, the news plays, and then the market plays. Market plays are the ones which go with the market. We play them every day. I create those levels for everyone, and the rules are the same. Tesla was the best market play today, by the way. And then here are my levels, right? So I'll just leave these levels here. You guys can have a look. Take a screenshot, go back, and you will see how the levels work. I can talk about one level specifically, Tesla. So I gave the level on Tesla. What was my level? 255.82, 257.70, 255.82, right? 257.70. Those were the support levels. So what are the rules? Once the support breaks, when you're trading and it's under the EMA trend, that's when you take the short. You can start a short under EMA Clouds, breaks here, add more short, and then you ride it all day, as long as the EMAs on 512s are not reclaimed. You have to hold this short all day, right? So I didn't even look at news, frankly. Just the technically setup was so good. I know there was something going around, but that's all you needed, frankly, to trade Tesla. So there's just one example. So what happened? We can quickly look at the market, right? So my levels on SPY for resistance pivots were 454.12 and 381 on SPY and QQQ. You clearly see they were rejecting once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, right? So, and there's a small gap. There is a small gap. So it's not an A plus setup, but I would call it a B setup, where you can scalp the gap because your resistance levels are clearly rejecting. Quickly scalp it from the upper range to the lower range, right? Upper range to the lower range. So SPY, the support I gave was 450.16. Then this was the support, and it tested from up top, came down, pull lower highs, pull back in. Anyways, but the morning trade to 10 a.m. was what I mentioned, and that's what I was talking in the community. I was not on the voice today, but this was what this is how you be ready in the pre-market. You have the levels on the marketplace, you have the news, and you have your watch list ready. Disney wasn't watching the win. So I laid down my plan for each ticker. Lulu was my bullish bias, as you see, and even though I tried to short Lulu on small size, but then I covered when it held this, and then Lulu went long all day. I will show you on Lulu. So Lulu daily chart was not that bad. It was I think it was a 52 breakout, but it was still good. So you always look at your daily charts. What are the daily charts doing? Are they breaking some kind of resistance? Yes, they are. And that's when yes, we can have a more push on our plays, right? So all day I was short on Lulu, but then I took long. After you saw my initial commentary, and we'll look for long push. Here's 400, lock some more at 400. Then 10-minute flag breakout. I alerted the flag breakout, and this my alerts are not for people to buy and all that. Yeah, of course you can do whatever you want, but it's more for education and more you learn how the plays work, right? So anyways, then Lulu next leg, my target was 405, closed full position at 406.75. So small short, closed for the loss, and big huge win on Lulu, right? So you see my commentary was all there, right? So, and we do this every day, right? You can come join trade with us and you will see, right? Sometimes some place works, some not. Maybe one of the days is everything fails, but that's fine. If everything fails, we still make sure we don't lose too much what we made last day. The point is to have a bigger picture mentality of staying green, right? If a day is red, don't let the week be red, right? Don't have a big red day so that it wipes few days. So okay, so anyways, AVGO, I was neutral to bullish buys, but because it was holding up our EMA clouds, but later you will see how I turned a bear on AVGO. Here's my commentary. So I said, watch the pops, heavy watch. I was okay when this was happening. The moment it started fading under EMA clouds, that is when I said, watch the pops. It was not an A plus setup because it could have easily squeezed higher. The chart was at high dailies. The daily chart was not that bearish. So it still was a setup. But I said, new traders stay away, because sometimes, the people see me, they just slap and they stop out, not following the rules. You just have to see, okay, if Rip is saying it's bearish, what is he saying? What would be his best entry? And that's how you trade it, right? So best entry would be waiting for a pop, hit the pop, use the risks here. You see the candles law from yesterday, or you can use the EMA 3450, right? AVGO, more lows. Here we go. My target was 876.62. Then it was bouncing off pre-market levels, so I covered some. I was cautious, and then it broke, and that's where you can always add more. And then I had the last pieces, and beauty, my target was 865, and we met the 865 target, right? So so this was, you see, some basing at 868, but next I meant the basing was here at it was right here 870. That was a typo, and we met our target to 865. Big play. You just have to be patient, right? So that's how you do it, right? Every day you have your first plays, first 10 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and then you have the plays for rest of your day. So that was AVGO, guys. Let's go back. We did have a bunch of other plays. There was Nutanix was bullish bias at open, but I changed my bias when it was breaking down, and it faded all day. I covered earlier because it was holding, but you can clearly see my bias here. Nutanix short 931, right? 931 was short. It tried to squeeze me, right? But then I gave it a little time because it was never made really in a higher low, so I held, right? It was still failing 3650, needs to make lower high. We'll start covering if it's holds, right? Green trade, it was still a green. Added small here, added more up here to have a better average versus the risk. And then it failed, and that gave me confidence. And then kept fading $1, kept covering, hitting here, trying to cover. Then finally it was holding this level. I covered everything, and it was not an A plus setup, but still it would be B setup or A setup, because daily chart was not bad. It was holding the levels, so I could have been easily squeezed. So, but it still kind of worked out end of the day. So I covered for $1 per share, as you see here, and then I closed my whole position. And after I closed my position, it started to fade, and that was fine, right? I just wanted to reduce my risk because it held for so long. Rather than cover here, I'll better cover here because I'm already green. So, but it ended up a bigger winner, but that's fine. I never intended to make it as my big main play. So, I let it go like that. So let's see what else. What else was there? Yeah. So I already explained Tesla. Everyone in the room, all our senior traders were on Tesla, right? Tesla breaks. Suri was on top of it. All pops are sellers, right? All day. Suri gave levels. Win was also on top of it. So as you see, the all community working together to trade, educate each other, finding good plays, right? So that was our play on Tesla. So only loss was for me that Lulu in the morning showed, but then I covered it as well. There was bunch of others, but I did not look at them after we MDB I was watching. But once I have those A plus setups, I left it. I did not touch it. Hood was on the watch for bullish bias. But never got a good entry. It did push. I mean, it pushed not enough range for me, right? CRWD, I had a swing that I'm holding from yesterday. It pushed higher. I was hoping I get more. Then it started to break it. I'm just using the stops at 160 now. So that was that, and we also talked about VIX when market was tanking. I gave my levels in the morning. VIX bounced. This is the VIX bounce when SPY faded, right? So B Baba is our swing that's working. So yeah, okay. Let's look at our main trade for the day. Um, so Disney was a nice short. AVGO, I already covered AVGO. Oh, Futu, yeah. Futu, let's see. Yesterday, I posted about Futu. I'll show you how interesting it is,
TALP,
right?
TALP, 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 TALP.
So let me show you what was it about Futu. Okay. So if you guys see here, right? Yesterday I said Futu chart idea, you know. So this was the level to break out 6150, right? And then today, boom, big breakout. And it was one of the followers who told me, hey Rip, your Futu hour is about to break out. And before the breakout, I mentioned that let's see where it is. So that was the play there. So you say, okay, you see, right? Everyone is following the Futu because it was trying to break out this level, right? What is the setup? Nice range break, oh not range breakout, nice resistance breakout, tested once, twice, thrice, and this time breakout. That's why I posted on Twitter day before yesterday, and people, they had eye on it, and guess what? Big trade, right? Right at 9:39, I said over 6150, big breakout, can swing, and guess what? Over 6150, boom, 66, man. That was a $5 per share trade, right? So that was voodoo. Just see, there's no magic about it. It's just the my repeatable system. That's all you guys have to find, and you will find it. You will become better. You just need to see and analyze the bigger picture. Take all the bunch of crappy indicators. Even take the EMA Clouds off. Just look at the what the chart is saying, right? What the chart psychology is saying. So you can easily find these setups like Futu, right? Futu didn't have any news. Yeah, I mean China was strong. I mean we are swinging Baba PDD. China has been strong. That's why I've been saying that China is a good good play, right? So even I mentioned all those swings. If you see China swings, Beidou Baba, PDD Futu, right? Still focus, PDD swings, Baidu slowly curling. So we were just in right place and right time swinging those names, right? So anyways, I promised to keep it short today. So this is here our A plus setup, guys. A plus setup, Dell. If you have been my old follower on YouTube or Twitter, this setup I've been using for years. It has part of the reason of my success growth. this setup, especially in a bull market, right? What are the parameters? The stock is breaking all-time highs. Stock has some strong catalyst, strong good earnings, basically, and it what's it doing intraday? Intraday it is breaking out of pre-market highs, right? So that is the setup. Why is it A plus? Because I'm more confident that this will work. Why I'm confident? Because I know I have read hundreds of such charts and I have repeatedly played this setup with high success probability. That is why it's an A plus setup. That's why I go double size on these, right? Because when we break such levels, you know, I mean, we played CRVWD yesterday. When was it? Yeah, yesterday. That was not as big of a setup, but that was still a big winner because still breaking a resistance, right? Always look at a picture picture. But Dell was a beast. Dell has a solid outcome. Just look at this, right? Just beautiful resistance break. So this is all you need, guys. This is all you need to learn the charts on dailies, weeklies. What is their psychology? Understand if you are an investor, what would you do here? Would you sell? No, you're a long-term investor. You're an institution. You will add more. You will hold. You know the earnings are good, and it's continuously breaking out. So that's one of the biggest thing that you need to follow. So then here you can see, right? That was my recap that I posted. Even in the morning, I said, let's say I'll show you. I even gave the 65 calls, right? So the Dell 65 calls, even those went crazy, right? I was bullish by 6150. Right before the market open, I said A plus all-time highs, long, small, and all-day guidance. Still holding, A plus setup, log sum at 70, right? Logged most profit at 65, $5 per share, right? Then I held it because it was breaking out this flag, and then I took profit again on this flag breakout. Look at it, just beautiful, right? Flag break 256, and so that was this good move. Still closed over EMA Clouds, right? So yeah, beautiful trade. I did post research on it. I will update some swings as well in our swing trackers. So that was about it, guys. We closed the week on a very positive note. One thing I want to share here is always get into a trade with a bigger picture. Ask yourself, can this trade be a repeatable setup for consistent gains for years to come, or is you are just focused to win this trade, this moment, just this particular time? No, don't let one trade define your whole trading career, right? Just a trade is a trade out of your 1,000 trades that you will do, but sometimes we make rash decision trying to win that particular trade, trying to force a trade, trying to do a rash mistake, oversize, and sometimes you wipe your account off, or you just do a big damage that will take you months to recover. So don't have a tunnel vision. Whenever you're trading, have a bigger picture, right? If I'm trading Dell today, if it was going other way, that's fine. I would not have kept adding, oh, it's going to bounce. I would have just taken my loss and moved to the next trade. I have gone to AVGO short, Newton X short, right? Fu too long. So that's about it, guys. Hope you learned a lot, and I hope you guys are nailing the A plus setups. I would like to see some comments about that. If you traded Dell, or how did you do it? Come trade with us, come to my educational community, come for learnings, don't come for alerts. The admins there are actually running some discounts for people who want to join, so just email them, and you can trade with us, and follow me on Twitter for more education and breaking news alerts, setups, and as always, keep following me on YouTube, keep giving me love, and subscribe, and share. All right, guys, keep grinding. See ya. Bye.